Welcome to Bite at a Time Books, where we read you your favorite classics one bite at a time. My name is Bree Carlile, and I love to read and wanted to share my passion with listeners like you. You can sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. You'll also find our new t-shirts in the shop, including podcast shirts and quote shirts from your favorite classic novels. Be sure to follow my show on your favorite podcast platform so you get all the new episodes. We're part of the Bite at a Time Books Productions Network. If you'd also like to hear what inspired your favorite classic author to write their novels, and what was going on in the world at the time, check out the Bite at a Time Books Behind the Story podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Today we'll be continuing Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. Chapter 2. The Lowest Depths. There, disinterestedness vanishes. The demon is vaguely outlined. Each one is for himself. The eye in the eyes howls, seeks, fumbles, and gnaws. The social Ugolino is in this gulf. The wild specters who roam in this grave, almost beasts, almost phantoms, are not occupied with universal progress. They are ignorant both of the idea and of the word. They take no thought for anything but the satisfaction of their individual desires. They are almost unconscious, and there exists within them a sort of terrible obliteration. They have two mothers, both stepmothers, ignorance and misery. They have a guide, necessity, and for all forms of satisfaction, appetite. They are brutally voracious, that is to say, ferocious, not after the fashion of the tyrant, but after the fashion of the tiger. From suffering these specters pass to crime, fatal affiliation, dizzy creation, logic of darkness. That which crawls in the third lower level is no longer complaint stifled by the absolute. It is the protest of matter. Man there becomes a dragon. To be hungry, to be thirsty. That is the point of departure. To be Satan. That is the point reached. From that vault, Lessenaire emerges. We have just seen in Book 4th one of the compartments of the upper mine of the great political, revolutionary, and philosophical excavation. There, as we have just said, all is pure, noble, dignified, honest. There assuredly one might be misled. But error is worthy of veneration there, so thoroughly does it imply heroism. The work there effected, taken as a whole, has a name: progress. The moment has now come when we must take a look at other depths, hideous depths. There exists beneath society, we insist upon this point, and there will exist until that day when ignorance shall be dissipated, the great cavern of evil. This cavern is below all, and is the foe of all. It is hatred without exception. This cavern knows no philosophers. Its dagger has never cut a pen. Its blackness has no connection with the sublime blackness of the inkstand. Never have the fingers of night, which contract beneath the stifling ceiling, turned the leaves of a book nor unfolded a newspaper. Babeuf is a speculator to Cartouche. Marat is an aristocrat to Schinderhannes. This cavern has for its object the destruction of everything, including the upper superior minds, which it execrates. It not only undermines, in its hideous swarming, the actual social order. It undermines philosophy. It undermines human thought. It undermines civilization. It undermines revolution. It undermines progress. Its name is simply theft, prostitution, murder, assassination. It is darkness, and it desires chaos. Its vault is formed of ignorance. All the others, those above it, have but one object: to suppress it. It is to this point that philosophy and progress tend, with all their organs simultaneously, by their amelioration of the real, as well as by their contemplation of the absolute. Destroy the cavern, ignorance, and you destroy the lair, crime. Let us condense in a few words a part of what we have just written. The only social peril is darkness. Humanity is identity. All men are made of the same clay. There is no difference, here below, at least, in predestination. The same shadow in front, the same flesh in the present, the same ashes afterwards. But ignorance, mingled with the human paste, blackens it. This incurable blackness takes possession of the interior of a man and is there converted into evil. Thank you for joining Bite at a Time Books today, while we read a bite of one of your favorite classics. Again, my name is Bree Carlile, and I hope you come back tomorrow for the next bite of Les Miserables. Don't forget, you can sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. And while you're there, check out our t-shirt shop. You can look in the show notes or on our website, biteatatimebooks.com, for the rest of the links for our show. We'd love to hear from you on social media. You can find us everywhere at Bite at a Time Books.